Hello, and welcome back to our channel. Have you ever felt like you were being manipulated but couldn't quite put your finger on how it happened? The world of psychology is vast, and not all of it is used for good. Today, we're diving into the shadowy aspects of psychology. Yes, we're talking about dark psychology tricks used by some to manipulate and control others. Awareness is your first line of defense, so stick around as we uncover these 6 dark psychology tricks you should be wary of. Intrigued? Let's get started. Plus, don't miss out on our bonus tip at the end, one that often goes unnoticed but is super effective. 1. Gaslighting. First on our list is gaslighting, a powerful form of manipulation where the manipulator makes the victim doubt their own reality. It starts subtly but can escalate to the point where the victim questions their memory, perceptions, and even their sanity. Imagine being told that something you vividly remember never happened, or that you're overreacting when you know you're not. The goal here is to make the victim so disoriented and anxious that they rely on the manipulator for their sense of reality. Consider this. If you ever find yourself consistently questioning your own memories or feelings due to someone else's comments, it might be a sign you're being gaslighted. It's crucial to trust your instincts and seek advice from someone trustworthy. But what's the ultimate red flag that indicates you're being gaslighted? Stay tuned, because we'll discuss it further down the road. Also, do you know the best way to counteract gaslighting? Keep watching to find out. 2. Love bombing. Next, let's talk about love bombing. At first glance, this may not seem like a dark psychology trick, but it is incredibly deceptive. Love bombing involves overwhelming someone with affection, attention, and gifts to gain their trust and affection quickly. This technique is often used by narcissists to establish control. Initially, it feels like a dream relationship, but as soon as the manipulator feels secure in their control, their behavior can change drastically. Think about it. Have you ever met someone who seemed too good to be true, showering you with compliments and gifts soon after meeting? If it felt overwhelming, it could have been love bombing. The rapid pace might make you overlook potential red flags. What happens once the love bombing phase is over? Stick around to find out the next phase of this manipulation tactic. And do you know how to protect yourself from falling for love bombing? We'll give you tips later. 3. Triangulation. Triangulation is a tactic where the manipulator brings a third person into the relationship, either literally or figuratively, to drive a wedge between you and that person. This is often used to create jealousy, insecurity, and rivalry. By comparing you to someone else or using another person as a gauge of what is normal or acceptable, the manipulator maintains control. This can happen in romantic relationships, workplaces, and even family settings. Picture this. If you've ever felt unnecessary competition or jealousy introduced by someone else's words or actions, you might have been a victim of triangulation. It's designed to make you feel unstable and unworthy. So how do you spot triangulation early on? Keep watching as we reveal the signs. Plus, you know the most effective way to shut down triangulation? We'll discuss it soon. 4. Mirroring. Mirroring involves mimicking another person's behaviors, body language, and attitudes to build rapport and trust quickly. While mirroring can be used positively in social situations, dark psychology employs it to create a deceptive connection. The manipulator makes you feel that they're your soulmate, someone who understands you completely. Once trust is established, they use that against you to manipulate your actions and decisions. Reflect on this. Have you ever met someone who seemed to share all your interests and opinions suddenly? While it feels like an amazing connection, it could be a manipulative tactic if it seems too synchronistic to be natural. Curious about how to tell genuine mirroring from manipulative mirroring? Stick around, and we'll dive deeper into the specifics and what should you do if you suspect someone is mirroring you for manipulation. Keep watching for our expert advice. 5. Negative reinforcement. Negative reinforcement involves removing a negative condition to encourage a particular behavior. In dark psychology, it's used to encourage dependency. A manipulator might stop criticizing or punishing you when you act in a way they find desirable, thereby conditioning you to avoid certain behaviors and stick to the ones they prefer. Over time, this condition shapes your actions to align with the manipulator's desires, making you more submissive and easier to control. Consider this. If you find that someone's negative behavior towards you ceases only when you act or behave in a way that they want, you may be experiencing negative reinforcement. It's a subtle but powerful way to mold your actions. Want to know the key to breaking free from negative reinforcement? Stay tuned for our upcoming tips. And is there a way to turn negative reinforcement into a tool for positive change? We'll reveal all soon. 6. Projection. Projection involves a manipulator attributing their own undesirable feelings or motives onto you, making you feel guilty or defensive. By projecting, they divert attention away from their own flaws and make you question yourself. This can be particularly damaging as it not only confuses you, but also erodes your self-esteem. Imagine being constantly blamed for things you didn't do or being accused of feelings you don't have. It's enough to make anyone second-guess themselves. Think about it. If you've ever felt like you're being accused of behaviors or attitudes that don't align with who you are, you might be facing projection. The key is to recognize that these accusations are more reflective of the accuser than they are of you. Curious about how to handle projection and reclaim your sense of self? We'll dive into actionable steps soon. Plus, what's the best way to identify when someone is projecting? Keep watching to strengthen your detection skills. There you have it, our deep dive into 6 dark psychology tricks that you need to be aware of. From gaslighting to projection, these manipulative tactics can be incredibly damaging if you're not aware of them. But now you have the knowledge and the awareness to recognize these tactics for what they are. Remember, the first step to protecting yourself is to understand these methods, and the second step is to stay strong and seek support when needed. But don't leave just yet. We promised you a bonus tip, and it's coming right up. Stay tuned for a deceptively simple but highly effective trick used in dark psychology that often goes unnoticed. Bonus: the silent treatment. A silent treatment is a form of emotional manipulation where the manipulator intentionally ignores you, making you feel invisible and unworthy. It's a passive-aggressive way to control you by making you feel anxious about what you did wrong and desperate to make amends. The goal is to make you crave their attention and approval, thereby giving them more power over you. It works like this. After an argument or disagreement, the manipulator suddenly goes quiet. No calls, no texts, no communications. You start to panic, wondering what you did wrong and how you can fix it. The silent treatment can be more painful than words because it preys on your insecurities and fears. Want to know the best way to handle the silent treatment and take back your power? Join us in our next video where we delve deeper into this manipulative tactic and how to counteract it effectively. If this information was helpful, make sure to like this video, share it with others who might benefit, and subscribe to our channel for more insights into psychology and self-help. Hit the notification bell so you never miss an update. Remember, awareness is your first line of defense against manipulation. Protect yourself and your loved ones by staying informed. And don't forget, our next video covers even more dark psychology tricks you need to be aware of. Until then, stay vigilant and take care. See you next time.